Ooh boy. Boy, oh boy. I forgot about this one. This is one of the ones that I did forget. Uh, like I said before, uh, when you are a person who has experienced a lot of traumatic events throughout their life, the way that I did, uh, some things you're going to start to forget after a while. And it's for two reasons. Usually, those two reasons are because some events are more traumatic than others, and then you got some of those things that you rather not remember. And I gotta tell you, this one right here, this is one of those things that I'd rather not remember. Um, yeah, this is just like you gotta remember. Like I said before, uh, like I always say, these demons will hurt you. They will hurt you really bad. They don't love you. Uh, like when these things look at you, you can feel the hatred. I don't know how to explain it, bro. They do not like you at all. And the ones that pretend to be your friend, if they come off as friendly to you, those are the ones you really have to watch out for. They are the most dangerous. Um, so yeah, like I said before, uh, I used to lead a sinful lifestyle. I didn't. I wasn't someone who cares much about spiritual things. Um, as a matter of fact, I thought a lot of those things were not real, even though I would see things, particularly spirits, that I knew they weren't actual people. You know, there were times where I would see people just straight up disappear right in front of me, and I would just count it as, oh well, I'm hallucinating. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I'm just hallucinating. You know, stuff like that. I would write things off more often than not, but I wasn't a bad guy or nothing like that. But I was often being led by the spirit of lust. Like I said before, um, I like to hang out with beautiful and attractive women, you know, and sometimes these women would be married, you know. Um, so I would let them convince me. This happened about two or three times that I could think of, where I would actually let them convince me into hanging out with them, these married women, and doing things with them, bro. You know, I would let her looks get the best of me. I would be paying attention to the way she looked instead of looking at the situation for what it is. But there were times where usually I would say something to them like, yo, um, like that's kind of, you don't feel bad. Like I would ask them questions and stuff. Like, how do you feel about this? Because I used to be curious because I felt bad about it. It was like spiritually, God was working with me, man, because internally I knew it was bad, but I didn't understand why it was bad. It was more like intuition, bro. Like it felt like something was wrong, if that makes sense. When I'd be hanging out with these women, I would be feeling like I should not be hanging out with them. I should be doing something else, but I never knew what. But I knew it wasn't this. These things that I was doing, I knew that these things that I was doing was bad, but I didn't understand why it was bad, so I kept doing it. So one night when I went to bed, I'm gonna sit down for a second. So there was this one night where I went to bed and I once again got taken to hell. Now, like I said, during this particular time period, I think this was either, I think this was right before I saw the outer darkness because, like I said, I forgot about this. I actually did forget because I didn't want to think about it anymore. But the hell testimony where I experienced the outer darkness and it seemed like I seemed to be in a cave or something, this event right here took place slightly before that. I want to say slightly, it was around that same time period. So that's why I'm saying slightly. It had to be either right before that or right afterwards. But if I'm not mistaken, it was before. Because this was, yeah, it was before because Khalid still lived there. He still lived in the house with me. So it was before that. Anyway, I go to bed one night and I fall into sleep paralysis again. And I knew I was finna fall into sleep paralysis because if you are someone who experiences sleep paralysis, you know the signs and symptoms to look for the same way I do, man. When you start hearing that electricity crackling, or it sounds like a overloaded washer and dryer banging against the wall, and you're laying in the bed, and you start to feel heavy, it feel like something is pressing down on your chest and on your shoulders. Yep, you already know. Yep, I'm finna fall into sleep paralysis. And it's like as soon as you get that thought, a lot of times before you could even react to the thought, you're already in. You're already dragged in. It happens just that quick. Because these doctors, they try to tell you that you cannot fall into that sleep state until rapid eye movement begins. No, that's not how this works with sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis, when a demon, listen, when a demon attacks you, a demon attacks you, yo. They don't care if how fast your eyes are moving. They don't care about none of that. So don't let these people lie to you. These people are professional liars, like I always say. Anyway, boom, I slip into sleep paralysis. I'm laying in bed, I can't move. Boom, I get dragged to hell. Right? When I get dragged there, I was surrounded by like these hooded figures. They were wearing like hoods, like Klansmen or something, man. I don't know, bro. And each one of them, they had ropes tied to my hands and feet. And they would grab each one of them and they would stretch out my limbs. And they were stretching my limbs so far, bro. And I'm screaming. They wouldn't let me go. And they were cursing at me. They were cursing at me, yelling. They were calling me all kind of names. They were calling me the N-word. They called me a Jew. They called me a bitch. They were just calling me all kind of names. And it was like the more names they would call me, the harder they would pull. And they were getting, I think they were getting ready to, poke me with like this, some type of blunt projectile, the same type of projectile that they had to stab the girl with in my other hell testimony. where I witnessed them kill that girl and they put her inside of a cauldron. They had one of those. It was the same type of object. Like they were getting ready to stab me with it. Yo, whatever sin you're committing, it's time to let it go, man. It's not many of us out here getting second chances or even third chances. There's not many of us out here receiving warnings either. God has been pulling me out of so many things, man, that I wasn't really paying attention to myself. I'll go right back and do it again. But after that night, when I woke up from that, I had just woke up out of nowhere and I sat up on the bed and I was so confused about life, man. Never had a dream like that before. A dream that hurts badly. On a scale of 1 to 10, this was like 11, bro. I'm not joking. It hurts. When them demons attack you, it really hurts, bro. It's time to repent, man. Whatever sin you committing, bro, you better stop it now. You don't want to end up in that place, bro. I'm telling you, bro. You would think lust wouldn't get you in a place like this, but it does, bro. They would try to pull my limbs apart, bro. And like, bro, and it hurt. Oh, it hurt so bad. I can't even describe it, bro. Yeah, I was confused about life, man. That scared me, and at that time, I didn't know what that was. Like, cause I was telling myself, I remember when I woke up, I was telling myself, like, dude, that was some kind of nightmare. But I was also wondering why did it hurt so bad? Like it hurt, bro. Like I don't think that was a dream. That's why I was thinking to myself, like, yo, I don't think that's a dream. This is something else. But at the time, I didn't know what. I didn't know what. I didn't understand things like that. I didn't even think hell was real, bro. At the time, I thought that place didn't exist, man. I didn't even think heaven exists. I believe God exists. I believe there is a possibility that there is a God because everything has been constructed too perfectly. So I was convinced that there must be a God, but like things like heaven and hell, I wasn't familiar with that. I didn't know what that was. To me, those things didn't exist. Yo, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo, tighten up, yo. Once you get yourself straight, man, try not to let your guard down. You're going to slip up every now and then, but you got to repent, yo. As long as you know what you did and you understand what you did and you repent, then you should be all right, man. Just try not to do it again. But there are so many of us who don't know what we do, bro. And during that time, I didn't know what I was doing, bro. You know what I mean? I felt like it was bad, though, because I remember one of the women that I was hanging with, I was asking her, like, yo, I was asking her, like, why do you like hanging out with me? Like, you don't feel bad about it? And she was just like, she said no. She didn't care. She didn't understand what she was doing the same way I did it. So, anyway, guys, um, if oh yeah, I want to say this, man. If any of you have any hell experiences or a hell testimony that you would like to speak about, that you would like to share, or you believe it might have been a hell testimony, please, man. I'm all ears, bro. I listen to people, bro. Like I said before, I think people think I'm joking when I said no. I'm not joking, bro. I'm a quiet guy. I don't talk very much. I usually just listen, bro. But see, people they see me speaking about a lot of things in these videos, man, they might think I'm a talkative person, but I'm not, bro. I'm usually quiet. I'm usually a guy who listens, you know. So anyway, uh, to God be the glory, man. Give all thanks to Him, the Most High, and you know, and remember His Son. Always have remembrance of the Son and His sacrifice that He's made. Until next time, guys, man, stay prayed up, man. If you didn't pray today, man, make sure you do so later on today or tonight. You know, repent. That's number one. Repent. Before you do anything, bro, make sure you repent, bro. Whatever sin you commit, man. I love you guys. God bless, all right? Take care. Peace.